Okay, so here we have the illusion that everybody is concerned about, I guess, or just one person out there is concerned about. But I decided to make video number 2 about this. This is the original image, a 1220 by 600 pixel image, and you can see it looks pretty uniform. So we're going to go ahead and select some values. See, we already have done this before, and the value is 7C, 7C, 7C. That's the hex value, right? Okay, so now we will pull this. 7C, 7C, 7C. Pull this. 7C, 7C, 7C. Pull this. 7C, 7C, 7C. And we'll do the same thing other parts of the face. Let's see, there we go. Now I can do that. Same value. Same value. And we can go over here. Same value. That's just how it goes. All right? So that's how that works. And here's the actual image. And you could see that it is a PNG image. This is the original file. Marie Whiteface 1, AW20 Blackface 1, MK20. That's the file. It's just there. So the other thing I want to do is show you that these values are still the same when we look at them right next to each other. Still the same. We can swap the color palette there and still do this, and you can see they're the same. Nothing changes when you change the color there. So this is a movable object here. You can see I can move it around. And if I do a negative, we will end up with just perfectly pitch black face here. And we can go ahead and do the color picker on that. And it's 0, 0, 0, 0. We can swap that around. And we can go ahead and sample the color. It's 0, 0, 0, 0 again. And we can go ahead and sample this color. And it's going to be 7C, 7C, 7C. And we'll go ahead and sample this color. Well, right here, I guess. And still the same, right? So that's how that works. This is the full Monty, the real deal, the genuine article, right? And that's how it's supposed to work. This is an actual illusion, right? And the reason why this is an actual illusion, 100% through and through, is because the color is supposed to be the same, which is why it was saved as a PNG image, which is why the colors are exactly the same. And you can see it still works. It's still pretty convincing. That still looks like a black face. That still looks like a white face, even though you have half the color there, right? It's a very strong illusion, but this works. Like technically the other video works, right? Like you're still seeing an illusion, but it's not properly displayed. The reason for that is because of all the crazy macro blocking. The macro blocking artifacts really messed up the way the actual thing was supposed to work, right? The illusion. So it spoiled the illusion. Why does it care that I'm selecting an invisible layer right now? Or I'm touching an invisible layer? It doesn't really matter. But yeah, pretty cool. I think it's neat. Hopefully that puts this all to rest now. So you can go ahead and lay down and stop arguing, because this is the point. The point is that the color is exactly the same. It is perfectly uniform. There's zero variation anywhere on the face. You can see zooming in on zooming in, right? You could zoom in as much as you want and zoom in on the zoom in, and then zoom in on the zoom in on the zoom in. You know, take a screenshot and zoom in on the zoom in on the zoom in, and no matter what, you're going to see a flat gray, except where all these, they're, anti-aliasing and stuff like that on some of these objects, Obviously, this right here, this is not the same gray as this right above it, right? Yeah, everybody gets that, I think. Maybe, right? Some people might have some difficulty understanding that. But that's the point here. The illusion would still work, but it's not an illusion if the luminance isn't the same. That's the point of this particular illusion, is that the luminance of the face is identical. That's all I have to say about this.